Hi everyone, my name's Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up, and in the past I've shared with you how I store my photopolymer stamp sets. Now if you're on my YouTube channel, you can click on the See More button and you will see a couple of past videos that I've done on using my photopolymer stamps and how I store them. Now what I'm going to show you today is how to store the new style of Stampin' Up! Photopolymer stamps, because they have changed the packaging. This is a brand new stamp set that I just got in. It's called Snow Place, and it comes with a set of matching framelits so that you can get both the stamp set and the framelits at 15% off when you purchase the bundle. This is in our Holiday 2015 mini catalog, and I'm excited about using this because it means I will not have to hand cut all of these sweet little images. I'll just be able to run it through the Big Shot machine with my framelits. But that will be another day. Today I'm going to share with you how I store these stamps. And the packaging piece that changed is now that instead of two really thick pieces of plastic protecting your photopolymer stamps, you have one piece of plastic that is very flimsy, and it's actually meant to be torn away and thrown. And so these are not necessarily meant to be kept. So I'm going to show you what I do with this new routine. So the first thing that I do is I take out the cover sheet of the stamp set. Then I take a little bit of alcohol just in a spritzer, and I'm going to spritz the inside of my stamp set. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to get rid of any oils that might be on this inner panel, because I'm going to be putting some tear and tape adhesive back here, and I want it to stick really well and not stick to any, it won't stick well if there's oils on the case. So I'm taking the oils off the case. Then I take one of these flimsy sheets. So you can see it peels right off. And I'm going to stick that in between because I'm going to use it as my guide as to where I want to place my stamps. Now, many people go ahead and they just put the actual stamp, the heavy sheet, right in between those two. I used to do that myself. However, I found that once the photopolymers have been inked a few times, they do not stick very well to the inside of the case. And so I prefer to stick them on their original plastic piece. So to have them stick to their original plastic piece, I need that original plastic piece in place in my stamp case. So now that I have it all, all the oils or any grease off, then I just take my tear and tape adhesive, and I can kind of see, you probably can't, but I can kind of see where I need to place it based on that small top sheet that I've put in between. So I'm going to stick this on, and I'll probably just run 3 down, and then I'm going to burnish it real well, just so that that end will stay on real well. Then I'm going to take my paper piercing tool, and I'm just going to lift off the top sheet, exposing the adhesive like so. Whoops, didn't quite grab that one right. There we go. Now we can take the sheet that we have exposed, and we are just going to set this right here where the adhesive is and press that down. We're going to give it a real good press so it is adhered very, very well. And then we can choose to take that sheet out from the back that I used as my guide, and although it is supposed to be thrown away, we can, if we wish, just keep it as a protector right over the top. And so now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Again, I'm just going to place the sheet in here just so that I have a guide as to where I want to put my tape, and then I can put my strips of adhesive. All right, I've gone ahead, I have my strips of adhesive on here. Now I merely take my stamp set and I set it right over the top of where those adhesive strips are. And again, I press down very firmly so that my stamp set is well adhered to the inside of my case. And then I can take out the guideline that I used, And when I shut the case, they can sometimes stick together if you press or if you have a bunch of cases stacked on each other. But typically I don't have that problem. I don't actually worry about them pressing together. But I can take these more flimsy sheets now and just press them over the top, and it'll work real well to protect your stamps and to keep them from sticking together. So that is how I do it. I actually do not throw these flimsy sheets away. I can just keep them right over the top of my stamps. And if over time my stamps get a little bit to the point where they're full of ink and they don't stick as well, I can always throw those sheets away. But for now, I'm just keeping them right over the top of my stamp set. Then I take my insert sheet and put it back, and then I have all my stamps ready to go. And the reason I like this is I like my stamps contained in one place. I don't like them loose, because when they're loose they'll get on my desk, and since they're photopolymers, sometimes they're hard to see. They stick on a lot of things. They're very sticky stamps. So I want to keep them contained inside my case, which is why I stick them actually to the case. And I also adhere this bottom sheet to the case, because again, it will stick better to the plastic that they come on versus the actual case itself. At least that has been my experience. And so there you go. There's a quick tutorial on how I am storing the new style of the photopolymers that Stampin' Up! Has been sending out as of this fall. Have a great day. I truly appreciate you. If you need a demonstrator, please visit my blog at www.stampingtoshare.com, where I have lots of great ideas and links to my online store. Have a great day. Bye-bye.